this is ridiculous. Elrufai'S group has come out to accuse Tinubu of witch hunting. Yes, don't forget recently Elrufai came out and told us that Tinubu is still paying subsidy. Ordinarily, if they are really in good term, Elrufai wouldn't have said anything. And we all know how this issue of appointing him as a minister, at the end of the day, some people rejected him. And some people believe that if Tinubu really wanted Elrufai, he would have, taken away all of those protocols. And what's really the real point that made the Senate to reject him, and we learned that Akpabio and what is this man's name, the Rubadu, that they were really the one who said no, this man cannot be because of a security whatever. That was the excuse they gave. And don't forget, whether some people believe that Elrufai never wanted to support Tinubu at some point, but at the end of everything, or before the election, we saw the role Elrufai played for Tinubu to just be there, because maybe Elrufai changed his mind and started moving around and told them that, this is it. And to the extent they were really mocking Peter Obi, that Obi was the one who brought religion into this whole thing. Even after the election, Elrufai came up, I think before the issue of rejection of his ministerial appointment, he came out and spoke in Hausa language, and he made a derogatory statement, or an inciting statement, which he spoke in Hausa. Those who understand interpreted it very well. It was after 2 months he came. He didn't even respond when they accused him of those. He didn't really come out to say that oh, this is it, this is not it. After 2 months he came out and said that was not what he meant, that they quoted him out of context. But we all know what we know. But at the end of the day, did he really get the ministerial appointment? No, he didn't get it. So at some point he left, like for 2 months or so, or 3 months. We didn't see him anyway. The same man who told us that he wanted to go, and Tinubu was begging that please don't go. He said he wanted to go and do whether a doctorate degree in one country like that. We didn't see him for some time. Later we saw him, and he started moving from one place to another. He wanted to have it was a rumor that he was to have a meeting or coalition with Peter Obi, which of course they debunked, and he moved here and there. Before this issue of Kaduna State, of course the issue of Kaduna State has been on ground, and I suspected it is during that ministerial saga. I suspected the governor of Kaduna, because he made one statement. I don't understand. I've forgotten that statement. I was just like, because of course all of them really, Elrufai is supposed to be the godfather of the present governor of Kaduna State, but I really God know what happened between the two of them. But we just know that the man made one statement, a particular statement during that ministerial saga drama and the appointments. Then, of course, Elrufai didn't say anything, but I was suspecting something. Not until when the governor of Kaduna State came out and said, oh, he can't even do much because a lot of debt were left behind. And people were saying that just what is happening between Fubara and Wike, people were saying that all the loans that you are talking about, you were the one, the same governor who was the one, I don't even know the position he was holding as at that time. He was the one begging that they should allow Elrufai to borrow that money. If Elrufai fails to pay back, that he should hold him accountable. At the end of the day, he came out and told us that he can't even do much. He would have done more than what he's doing, but because of the debt that Elrufai left on ground, made him not to do much. Hey, that was when the whole thing started. Before we could say Jack Robinson, they say, okay, oh, this thing is going to happen. There's going to be probe. Now, they found out that 423 billion naira has been siphoned under the watch of Elrufai. Elrufai'S aide or whatever, or spokesperson, coming out to tell us that some people went to go and take money on behalf of the government without the governor knowing. You don't hear that kind of thing before. So that's the kind of game they are playing with us right now. So, but the bone of contention now is that some group of people are saying that they are trying to cripple political career of Elrufai, because we have been hearing John that you know what, Elrufai wants to contest in 2027. which I don't think that will be possible, because we've seen him making some kind of move recently. So some people believe that Tinubu is the one behind the whole thing. They just want to cripple Elrufai'S political career. But don't forget, the same way they accused Tinubu that if Tinubu really wanted, what was this man's name? If Tinubu really wanted Elrufai, that ministerial appointment, he would have gotten it. That irrespective of the allegations. Of course, Tinubu is the president. Anybody that he wants to work with, you want to work with the person, just like the same way they came with the issue of Gbajabiamila, when the same set of people, the same APC group of people accuse Gbajabiamila of some sort of corruption here and there. Tinubu said lie. He stood his ground that he has known Gbajabiamila for a very long time, that he must work with him. The same with one of this Tundu Joe, one that had something, I don't know whether it's Tundu Joe or the other one. It's like there are two anyway that has some of kind of link with they linked him with this woman Beta Edu. Till today we didn't hear anything, but they have sent Beta Edu packing. They sent her away. They're not even reasoning her matter as we speak. So if Tinubu really wanted Elrufai to work under his government, there's nothing. All those they would have settled that thing before it got to the Senate when they were screening them. It would have just been a case of a bow and go. But that is the reason why some will be opinion that Tinubu is the one behind the investigation of Elrufai in Kaduna State, because ordinarily the same way Wike is trying to, of course, that one itself, is even a different. It's going to be a worse one, because at the end of the day, what happens with the connection with Tinubu, that does not mean if they want to prove Wike, which of course people said the reason why Wike is aligning himself or has been aligning himself with Tinubu because of a probe, but the probe at the end of the day is going to come up, and this whole thing is just unfortunate. You just look at the calibers of those politicians, yet this country, nothing to write home about this country. But go and check how much they are spending here and there, all to what, all to no avail. We cannot even account for it. It's not even reflecting in our day-to-day lives. Well, it's reflecting in the lives of those politicians, so they can tell you that Nigeria is good. So guys, that is just it. Do you think Tinubu is behind this investigation of Elrufai in Kaduna State? Because if, of course, all of them are in APC, this one is even terrible. It's something that they just call the man, it's Uba Musa, that's the governor's name. Forget about that case. People should move on. It's possible, but Tinubu wants to pretend, just like the way Buhari used to pretend that he doesn't want to involve himself. But we know how all of these things play out. So guys, I'll leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.